Hello, and welcome to a Tuesday edition of Robert versus the New York Times Crossword. It's not 10 p.m. in New York City. Around that time, I was hanging out with all the Geckners. Big shout out to the Geckners, Mama and Papa Geckner, Bennett, PB Geckner, Cleo, H Geckner, CD Geckner, Geckner-in-law Ryan, or Geckner fiance Ryan. Thanks for inviting me to hang out. Had a great time. A big shout out to PB Geckner, who is flying across the country right now. So I didn't grab the leaderboard, but I do believe that Andrew came in first in 12 seconds. Big shout out to Andrew. But we might as well jump into the Tuesday mini. Here's a spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The mini is always free to play. Alright, let's get into it. 2, 7, isn't it? ID'd 6, Gen Xers, slot, and wipe. There we go. We have two numbers here, 6 and 10. Swede. Chopped liver op-eds now being called guest essays. This is recent. And 10. We have slot, wipe, 7. ID'd and Xers. 6 Jameses, huh? Garfield. No. Yeah, Garfield, Buchanan. Monroe, Madison. Jimmy Carter, I guess. And I'm missing one. Okay, well, I could look it up, but you can look it up too. But not for the main event. That's the Tuesday Daily Grid, which is by Owen Travis. A name I don't recognize, but that doesn't mean anything. Here's a spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The Daily Grid does require a New York Times game subscription. Alright, we're centered. We're recording. Let's get into it. Bloke, chap, maybe? Something unpleasant may stick. Craw, golden hour, Asti, spoil a shot in a way. Rosh Hashanah, auto, unchangeable, written in stone, maybe? Warning of disaster, Z as in zebra, circles overhead. Rotor, Tex-Mex offering that lacks much crunch. So look much in disrespect in slang. Shade, winter hours, New Jersey. EST, what you must do on a first date. Citizen Kane just manages no. This is too much for me. iPad Mini, Paradise Eden, maybe it is Kane. One trapped in an invisible box. Mime. Something might. This is Acid Trip, just a mirage, maybe Oasis. This is Split. What is this? Soft Taco. This is Flirt, huh? Halos. Dire. This is Oust. I can't. Nerve-wracking parts of games are OTs. This is Sammy Sosa. Polls, maybe reined in as one's enthusiasm. Is this Polls? Reds State, Ohio. Dressy floor-length garment. Molten Rock. Magma. Long, long ago. Oompa Loompa. Something a kid might blow right through. 1 of 435 in the house. Reps. Play for the benefits. NHL say. Vatican-related. Papal, so it's not reps. What am I talking about? Seats. It's singular. Juliet's love is Romeo. RPM. Foxy. Sly? I guess it's probably not polls, huh? Eleanor Rigby. Nice song. Rental with 10 with all those crosses. U-Haul. Young lady. Lass? Dogs. Dogs. PAWS. That's a nice clue. Site of replicas. Vegas. I guess it's Visa. D-Wrinkles. Iron. Opera cloak, I guess. But not to do something out of your control. Lose sleep. Popular commerce. This is All Stars. A piece each. Contributes to a GoFundMe, e.g. donates. Yeah, bubble wand there. PHOTOBOMB. Nice. Curbed. Curb your enthusiasm. Combs, I see. This is not RPM, I guess. Skate. RPs? RPS? This is Ole Ole. Online chuckles. LOL. Devoured. 8-up, maybe? No. Eaton? Maybe. Anyos. Sons of Inspirations. Ahems. Like the diving out of a pool. Deep. Ella Fitzgerald. Deathly Hallows. Nice. This is Sled. Sage. Wise. Oval. Delta. How I Met Your Mother. Ealer. Acme. Spans. and Mass. All right. 254 Tuesday, but the theme is the Deathly Hallows, the Elder Wand, the Invisibility Cloak. Sorry, the Elder Wand, the Invisibility Cloak, and the Resurrection Stone. Wow. So I like this theme because I like Harry Potter. Or at least I'm the correct age to have read the Harry Potter books as I was growing up. Yeah, because they came out like when I was in elementary school, and the 7th one came out just as I was finishing high school, I think. I remember going to the midnight release at Barnes & Noble, I think with Phil. Shout out to Phil, who's on my leaderboard still. But I recognize that this is pretty specific. Like, if you don't know about Harry Potter, as in if you haven't read the books or you haven't watched the movies, then there's no reason you should know about what the 3 Deathly Hallows are. Like, I think the Phil Deathly Hallows is probably fair, because the title of the book is fair game, right? Like, I know nothing about Game of Thrones, but A Song of Ice and Fire is fair because I've heard of it. Even something like Winter is Coming is fair, but this is pretty Harry Potter esoteric. So I'm kind of surprised that this counts as an acceptable theme a little bit. Of course, all of these are very nice, reasonable phrases. Opera Cloak is like the most obscure, maybe. But Bubble Wand, Rain and Stone. So it's not like this is hard for people to get, but sort of the joy of this theme is knowing some specific Harry Potter knowledge, which I think is interesting. Of course, it's a very popular book series and movie series, so a lot of people are familiar with it, but I think that's interesting. I don't know if I would choose to construct a puzzle around something so specific, but yeah. I like these themers, and I personally like the theme, but I can appreciate if there are people who don't. But I think most of my viewership is pretty young. I like this clue for shade as well. Nice use of it as a slang term. Rosh Hashanah. Yeah, I like this clue for flirt. I think flirt is kind of fun, Phil. As well as a fun activity, potentially. Rotational speed measure, RPs? Is it RPS? Oh, revolutions per second? Yikes. This is not great, I don't think. If I Google RPS, I'm probably not gonna get... To be honest, if I hear RPS, I actually think rock, paper, scissors. Requests per second, rounds per second, and revolutions per second. Yeah, because you usually call it a Hertz, that's right. Yeah, I don't think RPS is very good, especially since RPM is so common. Right? I mean, RPM is actually its own Wikipedia page as opposed to cycles per second. So I think that's actually not that great. I don't know if there's a way to fix this corner or not. Interesting-ish clue for Ohio, I guess. Yeah, Opera Cloak. Feels like the kind of thing you would wear in like the... Whenever Sherlock Holmes was around. For white tie, men's opera cloaks are frequently worn with a walking stick and top hat. I would love to have to go to an event. I would love to go to a white tie event sometime in my life to wear some tails and wear a top hat. But I think that's very very vivid, evocative, Phil. So it's a little, like, slightly obscure, but kind of nice. I think the only thing I don't really like here is the RPS there. Años. I met, yeah. Shout out to Napoleon and all cats, but mostly Napoleon who are evil. Shout out to Darcy. I'm sure Darcy's not evil, but yeah. Yeah, so pretty good at crosses. Again, I don't really like the RPS. It's kind of stuck in my craw. Asti is classic crosswords fair. Like soft taco as well. As well as liking soft tacos. Nice little New Jersey shout out. I wonder if our constructor, what's his name again? Owen Travis has a New Jersey connection. Vegas. I like this clue for PAWS. Right? Your dogs are your feet. So shout out to all my dog friends. Momo, who maybe will never be on this channel ever again. Shout out to Momo. Lose sleep is fine. All-Stars clued as Converse shoes is interesting. Lol. Yeah, it's all pretty clean. Other than RPS and the fact that the theme is a little bit trivia-ish. But I like it. Let me know what you thought of the puzzle in the comments down below. We can take a peek at some stats. Yeah, pretty quick for me. 254. And the leaderboard for tomorrow, we got stickers. We got PB Geckner, who's flying right now. KFS Venta, Philly Fom, Errol, Chenny, Oriana, Jay, Joy, and Phil. Nice to see you all on the leaderboard. And on the secret leaderboard, we have Murray Unicorn in 15, Andrew in 16, very fast, TR, Joe Obi, Lydia N, Gordo M, Heat 17, Panda Doggy, and Namgo. Yep. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. And I will see you tomorrow for some Wednesday puzzles. But probably not at 10 o'clock in New York time. I think I'm meeting up with Philly Fom tomorrow. Shout out to Philly Fom. Anyway, see you sometime tomorrow.